Oh, yeah. We're great. Okay, welcome. Welcome. Ames Storm Baseball. 9 wins, 22 losses on the year for your Ames Storm. This is game 32 on the year. Last year, Storm went 24-14, but that was in the second easiest division possible. This is the second hardest division possible. Today, what we call the Hawkeyes Cyclones matchup. Storm versus Bats. This is Lucas Dressler on the mound. Ball high, excellent velocity though, coming from the arm of Dressler. So let's meet your defense. Behind the plate here, you'll have Colton Hibbing. And Dressler is going to poke one, and that'll poke right over the head of Deerdorf, who yesterday had 8 defensive outs, a career high for him. And that, unfortunately, is going to bounce right off the glove of Deerdorf, despite excellent footwork, excellent effort. Deerdorf is wet from the dew of the outfield. So classmate and Bats player Daniel Zener is aboard for the Bats, as he'll get a lead. There's a foul ball, so Dressler ahead in the count. Hibbing, your catcher. Bancroft at first, Danielson at second, Deerdorf at short, Burrell at third, Joey Franzen in left, Dexter Erdman in center, St. Berger in right, Ian Nelson on the bench. We have confirmed Nelson's arm hurting. That's why you're not seeing him do a lot of defense. Hibbing with excellent throw to second. Can't be squeezed by Danielson. And Daniel Zener in with a stolen base. Our favorite umpire is behind the mat. Deerdorf continues his excellent shortstop play as he slides all the way over in front of second, fields the ball on a hop, collects himself, and that's 3 or 4 straight dimes to first base for Deerdorf. A little erratic the first half of the year, but he has really dialed in those throws to first, which is also great for the upcoming football season. There's a beautiful hit by the Bats right through short and third. That'll score Daniel Zener. And still it's just 1 out here. The Bats have another runner on first. There is a ball inside. It's going to hit the batter. We mentioned this yesterday, but batters getting better and better all the time at leaning their elbow in to get purposely hit by pitch, as they've got elbow guards, that type of thing. So there's a ball high from Dressler. Back to Deerdorf, who had that accurate throw to first base and 8 defensive outs yesterday. Deerdorf, very good quarterback, as Dressler throws that one low. The Ames High football coaches believe Deerdorf might be the best quarterback prospect since Taman Lipsy. There's a strike from Dressler. Lipsy, the point guard for Iowa State, and they're top 25 ranked basketball team. So in case you're just joining, we're in the top of the first. Ames down 1-0, 1 out. There's a beautiful hit right at Ethan Danielson. We should see some fireworks today. Dressler, an excellent pitcher, arguably the biggest Swiss Army knife on the team, doesn't throw a lot of off speed. So the ball will likely be in play. You're not going to see a lot of walks at least. But Dressler doing great here, well ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So fun watching these boys in their development. You know, pitching is first about learning how to be accurate, second about learning how to use your legs, and then third, you get to a point where you're so frustrated that you can't get somebody to strike out. You start experimenting with other types of pitches to do so. And just as I say that, Dressler strikes out the Bats batter. We get out of the first inning with just 1 run. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Nice catch, Ethan.
Hey, good catch out there, Ethan. Oh, no, burgers. Get his, guys. Hey, front of the box. Let's go.
Ha-ha! He can't escape my camera now because he's in charge of the camera. There is Matt Burrell, the game changer extraordinaire.
Look up some camera.
Mr. Franzen, did you get your meetings all rescheduled and whatnot?
Trying to, yes. I am, I'm business up top so that I can, blend.
First thing I did today was look at the temp. 76 degrees by 10 a.m. Okay, I can handle that. Yeah. He looked great.
I already like, do I need sunscreen?
Well, I'm trying to keep the sun
Oh,
makes
right.
that iPad crazy. Well, yeah.
Okay, so a great start to the game for the Storm. 5 batters faced, only 1 run allowed. Didn't get into many of the pitching stats there for Dressler, but we will.
Here you go, Eli.
Let's talk about our batters first. And hey, fun stuff. Ames, the home team today. Elijah Deerdorf, your batter here, comes into today, tops in the team, batting .463. Takes one inside. Deerdorf, a 98% chance to end the season with the batting title. Number 2 on the team, Lucas Dressler, at .411, more than a half point behind Deerdorf. So great job, Elijah. Swings and a miss there. Deerdorf, one of 2 boys invited to play up at the junior varsity level this year. That'll be interesting. Deerdorf, incredibly fast, is going to beat out a dribbler down the line. As Colton Hibbing on deck yells at Deerdorf, "Good swing, Eli." So Deerdorf team leader in stolen bases with 27. This is Lucas Dressler, your batter. Dressler, number 2 batting average on the team, .411.
Go, Lucas.
Also number 3 on the team in RBIs. 17. And, you know, folks, we've talked about this a little bit, but Coach Deerdorf at first base is 63 for 63, not letting a runner get picked off this year. Deerdorf is going to steal. Dressler seemingly took that pitch to allow the steal to develop. And Deerdorf in with stolen base 28. We'll see if he can get to 30 here by end of the year. Dressler's going to rip one to third. Nice play by the third baseman to look down the runner at second and fire it to first accurately.
All right, Colin, let's go.
I don't know if that was Odin Morgan at third, though. That's typically where he plays.
Wait and drive it. Wait and drive it. Here we go.
One of the Bats' parents just yelled out, "Good job, Liam." I think that's Liam Schilling. So here's Colton Hibbing. Hibbing, last winter, set the goal for himself to be top 4 hitter on the team and bat 400. His place right now is 4th on the team, and he is batting .400. More drama here if you like numbers. Hibbing and Deerdorf in a bit of a battle for on-base percent. Deerdorf at 58%, Hibbing at 56.8. He'll need to get on to continue that chase. His batting coach mother in the stands reminds him. Nice and easy. So Hibbing, this is interesting, leads the team in walks with 23 walks this year. Also leads the team with fewest strikeouts, only 6. And takes a 3-1 count there. Fouls it off.
Go, Colin.
So full count, 1 out, bottom of the first. And Hibbing is going to rip that one foul. He has struggled with slower pitchers over the years. And case in point, they're way ahead of those two. And there will be a dribbler. That could be trouble. It's not. Does advance the batter. I'm sorry, advances Deerdorf to third. But Hibbing out on a grounder. He will likely end the year fewest strikeouts on the team. This is Graydon Bancroft. Graydon batting .364. Swing and a miss there. Bancroft at 24 RBIs. That's good for second best on the team. Takes one inside. Umpire today, my favorite umpire of the entire season. And Bancroft swing and a miss there. Ames trying to tie things up here. And Bancroft is going to take one in the buttocks. The Bats pitcher pretty frustrated because Bancroft clearly just, let that one hit him. So a good spot here for the Storm to be in. Finn Burrell probably swinging the best stick on the team the second half of the year. Last year led the team in batting average, .592. This year, third on the team with a .406. And he is going to get plunked, which will bring up Dexter Erdman. Now Erdman went 3 for 3 yesterday. improved his batting average to .349. He has the third fewest strikeouts on the team, so highly likely to put the ball in play. So bases loaded, 2 outs. And Erdman is going to poke one right at Daniel Zehner in center. Zehner, one of the best center fielders in the state. No chance there, so bummer. Bats can't capitalize. Or rather, Storm can't capitalize. We'll go to the second inning. Zehner, the aforementioned Zehner, your only run of the game after the first inning. We'll take a break. Okay, we're ready for the second inning. Unlikely that we'll see any changes to the defense here. Dressler still on the mound, Hibbing at catcher. Burrell at third, Deerdorf at short. Danielson at second, Bancroft at first, as Dressler, velocity looking as good as I've seen it. Fires in a strike. Left field, Joey Franzen. Center field, Dexter Erdman. Right field, St. Berger. And strike 2 as Dressler is pitching to the bottom 3 in the bats order right now. And Dressler with back-to-back strikeouts. Great job by him. Dressler comes into today having pitched 275 times. That's good for 5th most. Does have the 2nd best ERA on the team. Allows less than 1 run per inning. There's a beautiful pitch. Dressler again ahead in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. You can be sure Hibbing will ask for some form of off-speed junk, and that's what he gets. So Dressler has now struck out 3 batters in a row. And more importantly, he's doing so in a tremendously efficient manner. And there is a ground ball to the first base coach. Going to be ruled foul. So 7 straight strikes from Dressler. He is now, it's a pitcher versus pitcher battle. That one just a centimeter high. Again, I think this is the best umpire out there. I think he was right on that. Granted, it was only a centimeter high. And Dressler is just dealing right now. It's a Again, ahead in the count, 2 strikes, 1 ball. Comes back with the fastball on the outside part of the plate. Great coaching from Deerdorf there on the bench. Says that's the perfect spot. Hit that exact same spot. Overtries a little bit on that one. There's going to be a lazy grounder to Danielson at second. And Ames out of the top of the second. Good job, Ethan.
I was showing this. I was just saying. Basically, Lucas is horrible. Only 2 strikes. Yeah, not even an immaculate hit. How are you, buddy?
You rocking some hyper? Yeah? Love it. So some excellent work on the mound there from Dressler. He has 3 strikeouts today, in case you're wondering where that puts him on the team. He had 7 coming into today, so now up to 10. That ties him with Hibbing for 5th on the team. And this will be Ian Nelson coming to the plate. In the bottom of the second, Nelson had his best hit of the year. His last at bat yesterday put one over the center fielder's head. And Nelson does the exact same thing, except that it's right to Daniel Zener, who looks bored out there. Zener in center field could see some more action here as St. Berger, when he connects, he connects. Case in point, that one is hit sky high to right field. It's going to get past the right fielder, though, and Berger is going to zip in for a double. Zener from center field wound up all the way over in right, backing up that right fielder, and Zener threw that in. So nice job by Berger. He is aboard with yet another extra base hit. This is Ethan Danielson, your pitching star from yesterday. 5 1/3 inning. Only allowed 4 runs, and Ames won 7-4 yesterday. And a beautiful hit right at the shortstop. And the shortstop opts to go and try to throw to third instead of to first. And that not being a natural throw, he throws it behind the third baseman, meaning Berger is able to advance successfully, and Danielson is aboard with a single. So here's Joseph John Franzen. He looks at a ball outside. A lot of energy coming from the Storm bench right now. Joey had his RBI of the year yesterday. Broke up a 4-4 game. A 4-4 tie, broke it open, scored Nelson, and then he himself scored from first when Deerdorf hit one down the line. Takes a ball inside. Good coaching by Coach Dahlberg, keeping Berger at bay. Again, this is a catcher-friendly ballpark. Very, very, very short backstop. Very difficult to steal from home. Gives it more of a Major League Baseball feel. There's a beautiful pitch by the Bats lefty right at the knees of Franzen. That is typically where Franzen likes it. It sure would be nice to not have another situation here with runners on and 2 outs. Granted, Deerdorf on deck is hot right now. So Franzen's going to foul that one off. So and Franzen down on strikes as he swings at one high and inside. This is the tough thing about this matchup. It's kind of the Hawkeyes Cyclones we've talked about. You know, both teams want it pretty badly. It's not just about winning and getting to continue playing, but it's also about doing good in front of your classmates. Deerdorf just way out in front of that one. This pitcher is gonna be great, but he is not a lot of velocity right now. And Deerdorf is going to rope that one over the left fielder's head. It will 2-hop to the fence, score both runners from second and third, and Deerdorf is in with a 2 RBI double as his hot stick continues to flame. Now up to bat Lucas Dressler, your pitcher. And he'll take one outside. So Storm leads 2-1 in the bottom of the second. They've played this team 5 times the past 12 months. And Dressler is going to hit one beautifully over the third baseman's head. That'll score Deerdorf easier than hitting the easy button at Staples. So Dressler with a beautiful RBI. Remember, he's number 3 on the team in RBIs. And into the plate steps Colton Hibbing, looking to continue the 2-out rally. Good words of encouragement there from Sarah Bancroft. Hibbing looks at one high for ball 1. There's a strike. So Hibbing very comfortable with 2 strikes on him. And he's going to poke one right at the shortstop. And the shortstop will get the force out at second. So Storm scores 3. And we will go to the 3rd inning, leading 3-1. Okay, so here we go. Top of 3 here. Beautiful pitch from Dressler, just a short batter. And there is a one hopper to Burrell, who fields it clean. Makes it interesting on the throw to first, but batter is out. So let's recap your defense here. That's our 7th out of the day. Dressler, of course, has 3 strikeouts. Deerdorf had the one at second. Danielson caught the line drive. Burrell just had one. Maybe Deerdorf's got 2 already. There's a beautiful pitch from Dressler. He is just looking fantastic. Best I've seen him look all year. Picked the right time to do it. Now there's a well-hit ball to right field. St. Berger not going to be able to get to it. This will be a, well, I was going to say a for sure double, but good hustle from Berger to get it in. And at the end of the day, that's no more effective than a dribbler down the line. Good job by St. Berger there in right. Bats, 3 T's, bat everyone. So I believe they're batting 11 today. This is the final batter in their lineup, Liam Schilling, whose father went to Ames High School. Ball in the dirt. Nice job by Hibbing. He's going to throw down to first. Hold that runner accountable. So you probably can't see it on the jerseys, but there is the letter T. And interesting play there. Dressler fielded it cleanly. Threw to Deerdorf, covering second. Pulled him off the bag just a little bit, but Deerdorf stretched, collected the ball, got the force out at second, but then because he was pulled off the bag, threw inaccurately to first, and so the batter is aboard. Still 2 outs here, and this is your leadoff batter, Daniel Zener, who is 1 for 1. He looks at a beautiful strike from Dressler, who again, I've never seen pitch this well. And that one hits Zener in the shoe. So Zener is aboard. So we're in the top of the third. Ames leads 3-1. There's 2 outs. Bats have runners on first and second. There's a strike just a centimeter high and outside. Great pitch, really. That one is, we're going to have a chance at third, and Hibbing is going to get yet another throw out at third. That is his 7th in 4 games. Nice job, Colt. Great pitching, Lucas.
Hey, let's go. Take it. Get all your good defense. I've faced one pitch against this kiddo. Any advice?
Not really any good.
He throws pretty hard. hard. Sit back. Almost everyone's got no, you got to swing it. Like, as soon as the ball it's about everyone.
So Ames Storm was founded by Sam Schill. Sam Schill, also the founder of Bound. Sam Schill used money from the sale of a software called Tourney Machine, which he sold to Sports Illustrated, and parlayed it into Bound, kind of like Elon Musk took the sale of PayPal and turned it into Tesla and then turned that into SpaceX. So Schill, very accustomed to sports and tournaments, and Bancroft's going to rip one foul there. Schill knew Ames needed something more than just a rec league program. He got this Storm program going. The players today are from the class of 2029. And their poster boy, as Bancroft sends one slow to the pitcher. Bancroft, despite being plenty nimble, not able to beat out that one. Finbrow, your batter. So Ames Storm, their white shining knight, is a player by the name of Carter Geffrey. He just graduated Ames High School last year. As Burrell lifts one high to left field. And he too is out. So we'll have 2 outs here, and Dexter Erdman, your batter. Carter Geffrey, the first Division I ball player to come out of Ames High School in quite some time, plays for the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. He graduated with Joey Franzen's older sister, Allie, who's also a D1 track and field athlete for the Iowa Hawkeyes. There is a ball hit to third base, and Erdman, with some awkward base running there, didn't know whether to round first or run through, but the third baseman for bats bobbles the ball, and Erdman is aboard. So Geffrey, who graduated last year, 6 years ahead of our boys. As Nelson hits a slow one to short, and the shortstop bobbles that. Again, the grass is very wet right now, and so it's just making that ball just die in the grass. And Berger is going to hit one to... Oh my goodness, what a play there. So Berger hits one to short, and long story short, Erdman, hustling from second, beats the throw to third in what should have been an easy force out, but Erdman is safe. And there is going to be a line drive by Danielson right at the shortstop. And unfortunately, despite loading the bases, Ames does not score any runs in their frame at the bottom of the third. So again, Storm, founded by Schill, has been a tremendous vehicle for Ames to develop their program. Unfortunately, the varsity lost a bit of a stunner to the Lincoln Rail Splitters here last week. Ames a little spoiled 2 years ago, making it all the way to the state championship game versus Johnston. Has not been able to make it back. But the class of 28, pretty good class. This class of 29, pretty darn good. Class of 30 behind them, probably the deepest. And you never know what happens to these boys if they, take interest in other sports or girls or cars or jobs or get injured or have to move. A lot of plinko to their lives, but nonetheless, the future of baseball at Ames is pretty bright. Some excellent, excellent, excellent families represented here. The Dresslers just moved here from Grinnell. Mr. Levi Dressler, the band director at Ames. They haven't missed a game. Bancroft's, of course, Dr. Sarah Bancroft brings Gatorade, has it in the dugout, 5-gallon tub every game. Danielson, Erdman help out with practice when coaches are short. Franzen's as supportive of parents as you'll see, going all the way to Eugene, Oregon for track meets and still making it here. All three of the Franzen kids are at this game right now. An 8 a.m. start. Erdman's little sister, Ada, probably attended more games than anybody this year. She was the first sibling here today. And St. Berger, playing from Gilbert. One of 9 children. He's had multiple siblings at these games this year. Just a great group. What can you say then about Burrell, who has not only made every game, but set up the game changer. Has Dressler in for a strike there. Game changer stuff, very important, not just for your viewing pleasure, but also to give the coaches at the higher level information on the players. There's a ball hit well at Finn Burrell, and he is going to throw to first. That was a strange deal. The batter seemed to think the throw from Burrell was going to hit him and almost stopped before he got to the bag. But can't say enough to thank Matt Burrell and Becky too. Matt has to get here at least 45, if not an hour early, every game to set up, take care of the other team's lineup, make sure they're not cheating, and that takes a team effort between Matt and Becky. Of course, Luke Deerdorf not only volunteering his time to coach these boys, but has also done so at the basketball level. That ball just a little bit outside. Coach Deerdorf, a 4-sport letter winner 27 years ago at Ames High School, knows what he's doing, and has been an excellent voice of reason and wisdom for our players. And Justin Dahlberg, definition of a servant leader, lives by the code, lead follower, get out of the way. Had some issues with a former coach, and this team was probably going to disband if it weren't for Dahlberg stepping up and saying, I got this. Multiple games Dahlberg has come here without his son. He is a bridge engineer for Iowa State University. Has a decent travel schedule himself, and has just provided tremendous stability to the program. And also want to shout out to my wife. Obviously, we enjoy sports, we enjoy going to games, we enjoy talking during games, but she is willing to let me talk to myself on this microphone. So big thank you to my wife sitting by herself all these games. Back to action. Something I'm not enjoying. I talked about this earlier, how the boys at this level are starting to lean into pitches. You know, they've got the elbow guards that can help them, you know, not feel the pain if they do get hit by a pitch. I don't super like it because, you know, we're seeing this a couple times now where a player thinks they got hit or somebody hears that the ball might have brushed their jersey, but the umpire didn't see it, and pretty much the umpire has to take their word for it every time. It's helped us as much as the other teams. I'm not complaining, but I don't love the rule. So this is Odin Morkin, their batter for Bats. He is one of 3 boys on the Bats team who is part of the class of 29 with these boys. That one bounces off Hibbing's glove, and the runner will advance from second. There's a difficult ball for Deerdorf. Yeah, those are my least favorite types of balls to field. It's hit too hard to charge and grab on the bounce, but then it's also like headed straight for your shins, and you just don't quite know what to do there. So Ames in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the third, still leading 3-2, but runners in the corner. We'll take a quick break here for a meeting on the mound. You got anybody out, Matt?
There's one out.
3-2?
3-2.
So the Ames defense talking about it on the mound here. I think what Coach Dahlberg is probably talking about is, you know, whose arm still has any juice left. You know, we did determine that Ian Nelson, done for the year. He ironically will finish the season with 499 pitches, likely your strikeout leader. There is a beautiful pitch from Dressler. So we got 1 out. Body language not looking great from the Storm right now. Morkin looking to steal. He's crouching more than usual. Ugh, see, there we go again. Like, I don't know that the ball hit him. But the Bats coaches, just like we would do, you know, did it hit him? Did it hit him? Did it hit him? Well, I don't know. We don't have instant replay. It certainly didn't hurt him. But at the end of the day, we got to pitch strikes. We got to keep it in the zone. Dressler might be losing a little gas here. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the third. Dangerous time of the game for the Storm. There's a ball low. There's a ball high, and a little bit of respect shown there for Hibbing, as both first and third base coaches very loudly yelling, back, 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 back. Hibbing again has thrown out 7 runners at third base the last 4 games, and Dressler's going to walk that batter, and so we'll have a pitching change here, and I like this call. I mean, I really like everything Dahlberg does, but it's been difficult for me as a commentator to know what the inner workings are in terms of, you know, who's complaining about their arm and all that. So on paper, this one made sense to me. Erdman only pitched 3 innings yesterday. I almost wondered if he would start the game today. He doesn't. So So Erdman will come in, warm up, we'll take a break, and finish off the top of the third. Okay, Dexter Erdman on the mound. Bases loaded, 1 out, and that is exactly what the doctor needed. Now, if Burrell can catch this, it would be quite the play. Burrell wisely turned and ran first rather than just backpedal, backpedal, backpedal. But ultimately, the ball came down from heaven a little faster than Burrell thought and landed 6 feet away from him. Nevertheless, strike on the batter here. Erdman, third most experienced pitcher this year. And now the batter will pop one in the exact same direction. I'm sorry, in the exact same manner, but the total opposite direction. So this batter now has 2 strikes on him, and he's fouled one 40 feet foul on the third base side of the ballpark and 40 feet foul on the right side part. Hibbing, your catcher, he will not let Erdman pitch anything down the middle here. Sure enough, he doesn't. I'm telling you, it is just so stinking frustrating how quickly the ball dies in the grass, and I don't know if the bats are doing it strategically, but they must have hit 6 balls in the grass now, making routine ground balls into adventurous flips to first. Nevertheless, Danielson gets his second out of the game. But the Bats do score a run to now lead 4-3. So top of 3. Bats lead 4-3. We're about halfway through the game. On pace to play 7 innings. There's a ball in the dirt. That's going to get past Hibbing. And just as I said, it was a catcher-friendly ballpark. There was just an excellent jump there from the runner on third. And that run is going to score. Body language on Hibbing not good right now. He's shaking his head. The silver lining is that not as many base runners for Erdman to worry about. Erdman, your second highest strike percent thrower, 56% is what he'll get him done at. This batter for Bats wears number 4. His name's Mason. And we have some issue with the catcher here. Don't know if he got dust in the eye or if he got nicked or what's going on right there. Great relationship between Hibbing and Dahlberg. Dahlberg is football coach, Little League coach, now Storm coach. This is likely their last game together, their last day together as coach and athlete. Dahlbergs and Burgers, part of the Gilbert Community School District. All the more reason to appreciate Dahlberg and the quote-unquote sacrifice he's made to help out. There is a harmless pop fly to Deerdorf at short, who does field it. And we will go to the bottom of the third, but the Bats score 4, lead 5-3.
Where are we in the lineup? Joey. Joe's up, Joe. Hey, come on, let's go. Need something.
Were you just yawning?
Yeah.
Oh my
Tired.
gosh.
Everybody hits, guys. Everybody hits.
Allie, what's your work? So, got a fun game here. Bottom of 3. We're 55 minutes in. Fun story out of yesterday. Ames tied 4-4, having lost by 1 run, 2 runs, and 4 runs. And we had runners on second. We had Ian Nelson on third base with 2 outs yesterday. Joey, the batter. And Joey, who had gone out for brunch after the 8 a.m. game, had a nice meal at 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock, said he was hungry again at 2. As Joey slaps that one to second, and he'll be thrown out. His parents, namely his wonderful mother, Elisa, said, Joey, I don't think you should put a gigantic burrito in your belly 2 hours before a hot baseball game. Joey did nonetheless. And then in that magical moment, in the 7th inning, Ian Nelson on third, score tied. Franzen hit his biggest RBI of the year. So much so we called it a run burritoed in instead of a run batted in. Elijah Deerdorf continues to swing a good bat. Unfortunately, he hit that one to arguably the best center fielder in Central Iowa, Daniel Zehner. Zehner will join these boys in the Ames High School class of 2029. And there's a beautiful play by the other Ames boy, Odin Morkin. And oh, we're going to have a play at second here. So interesting scenario there. Dressler hits one down to third. It's fielded clean, backhanded clean by Morkin. Morkin throws over to first, pulls the runner off the bag. I'm sorry, pulls the fielder off the bag. There's a collision between the first baseman and Dressler. Dressler then tries to proceed to second. And little did he know, the first baseman was aggressively collecting that passed ball, tries to throw him out at second, and is late on that one too. So Dressler winds up on second, and Ames with a little bit of magic here, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. This is Colton Hibbing up to bat. And there again, he is going to lift one foul. He's a wonderful player, but he really struggles with slower pitchers. That one's thrown behind him. So an interesting scenario there. Hibbing could have argued it hit him and been awarded first, or let it stay behind him and out of play. And Dressler then advances to third. And Hibbing's going to loop that one, and that will be caught by the left fielder. And we will go to the fourth. Okay, so here we go, top of five. And there is a pop fly to Deerdorf, who collects that one in deep short.
If you get any foul balls,
Give them to you?
foul balls land by you.
Okay, got it, buddy. So again, top of five. Bats lead 5-3. Nice job there by Deerdorf collecting that one in deep shortstop territory. Big swing and a miss there as Erdman delivers. No changes to the defense. Probably won't see any the rest of the game. Coach Matt Burrell calls out from the stands to St. Berger, the right fielder, to be ready. And there is a poke, and Lucas Dressler is going to come all the way in from center and catch that one. So we're seeing some good defense here. Bats doing a good job of just poking the ball. Other than those 3 consecutive strikeouts by Dressler, they've put everything in play. There's a ball hit up the middle, and Deerdorf not able to collect it. The ball was hit hard. It took a good hop, and I would have thought Deerdorf, who's just been playing his best shortstop of the year, might have collected that one, but no go. Again, Deerdorf 8 defensive outs in the win last night. So the Bats with the runner aboard lead 5-3, top of 5. This is the top of their order. Daniel Zener, we're in minute 69, 31 to go. There is a passed ball. Body language on Hibbing not good right now. I'll be tired from 4.5 games of catching, but also, for whatever reason, wants to beat this team more than I heard any of the other boys talking about this morning. Ball outside there from Erdman. This is the last day of non-high school sports for our boys. There's a strike right down the middle, thrown Zener. Zener's father, a graduate from the class of 2000 at Ames High School. And he'll hit one right at the second baseman, and that's going to get through Danielson's legs. Bummer, bummer. So Bats with runners in the corners. 2 outs, still no runs have scored.
Coming to you, Eli!
Be interesting to see what the Storm wants to do here in terms of throwing down to second, trying to get Zener out, or having Deerdorf sweep in and collect it early to try to get the throw out at third. And and Zener in a pickle here. Bancroft will chase him down. Interesting scenario there as the Bats do a double steal where the goal is to purposely send the runner on first, and the entire goal of that runner is to in fact get in a pickle. That is the goal, because while the pitcher gets all excited that he has an easy out, the runner from third is scoring, and what they wanted to have happen happened, which was that Hibbing, the catcher, bit and went down to his usual perch in the pickle line. Meanwhile, home plate was vacated, and even though Danielson correctly observed that he should come home with the ball, Hibbing was not there to even try to get that base runner out. So that was 51% execution on Bat's part, 49% lack of execution on the Storm's part. That's probably the perfect place to try to do that trick. You know, you're up 2. If it doesn't work, not the end of the world. If it does work, you get a valuable third run. So here's Graydon Bancroft. Your batter. Score is 3-1. I'm sorry. I'm in the second inning. Score is 6-3. The Bats lead in the bottom of the fifth. Graydon Bancroft, your batter. 10 home runs last year had Bancroft. Just 1 this year. I think it is official. Finn Burrell will be your home run champ. He's had 6. And Bancroft lifts one high to left. And the left fielder on the warning track, not able to collect it. Combination of multiple steps backward and also sun in the eyes. So this will bring up Finn Burrell. Burrell swinging the hottest stick on the team, 406 with a 524 on base. Leads the team with 36 RBIs. Also some great progression from Burrell. Second fewest strikeouts on the team. Last year he was in the bottom 50% for strikeouts. Only 9 this year. So some tremendous improvement there for Burrell. He's really seen the ball well. I think he ended the JV junior varsity B team with the top batting average, even at that level. He's in a 2-horse race here between himself and Lucas Dressler. And he looks at one outside there. There's a ball on the ground. So Burrell aboard with a walk there. Interesting, scenario here. Bancroft and Burrell account for 40% of the team's RBIs. Now Erdman is going to lift one to left, and an excellent catch by the left fielder there. I didn't expect that after he wasn't able to field Bancroft's warning track hit. I would have thought it would have been easier to catch Bancroft's hit than it would have been to catch that one, but alas, he collects that one. This one's going to be popped up to Zener, and Zener just absolute money in center field. That is a black hole out there you do not want to hit to. So Ames trails 6-3, bottom of the fifth. 2 outs now. Berger, this is interesting. He has the second most home runs on the team this year. So if he could hit his 3rd home run of the season, it would tie the game. He will poke it through first and second. No, nice play by the second baseman. Oh, and Bancroft is going to try to go home. Oh, and we have a controversial call. Umpire changes it from safe to out. Umpire initially called him safe, changed it to out, and Ames does not score any runs in the 5th. We'll go to the 6th. Okay, here we go. Top of 6. Not over yet. Bats lead 6-3. Erdman doing great at the plate. There's a high fly ball that Dressler is giving chase to, and Dressler with a beautiful job in center field, hustling, getting a ball from the warning track and throwing it in before the batter could even advance. That is the crazy thing about baseball. You can squirt one 5 feet in front of you that dies in the grass and you beat out the throw to first, or you can hit one to the warning track, and if the outfielder is hustling, you're no better off. It is the great thing about baseball. So, nevertheless, bats with their leadoff runner aboard. There's a ball in the dirt. Let's double check your defense here. You got Burrell on third, Deerdorf at short, Danielson at second, Bancroft at first. Erdman on the mound, Hibbing behind the plate. And Erdman pretty concerned about that runner on first. Sometimes you'll see the pitcher try to pick off the runner just because he's not confident in the pitch he and the catcher are strategizing over. Hibbing told me last night that when he pitches and Bancroft catches, they have 6 different pitches that they might use. Now this is an interesting play. I thought Deerdorf would have had a chance to grab that one because he was covering second, but instead Deerdorf backed off. I don't know if he heard Danielson calling for it or Dressler calling for it, but either way, the ball hit the Bermuda Triangle, landed 5 feet in between all 3 players. So ball inside there, top of the 6th. Bats lead 6-3. There will be a pickoff attempt of the runner, but again, I told you, at first base, tons of real estate there. And Bancroft doesn't even collect the overthrown ball until the Bats runner has already rounded third. So Ames in a lot of trouble here. Down 6-3, runners on second and third for the Bats, nobody out. Odin Morkin on deck. There is a beautiful pitch from Erdman in for a strike. Beautiful morning here in West Des Moines, Iowa. There is a pop-up to Bancroft. He should be able to get under that one, and does. So this will bring up Odin Morkin. Odin, one from the class of 29. He played on the on the 8th grade team with many of these boys. Morkin swings and misses on that, and the runner will score. It was such a wicked pitch from Erdman. Such a wicked pitch from Erdman that when Morkin swung at it, it made it such that Hibbing both had the challenge of stopping the pitch and seeing through the swing, and as such the ball got passed and the runner from third scored. So 7-3 now your score. And Morkin is going to sky one. And Dressler able to get under it. Dressler with a beautiful throw. Just a beautiful throw. And Dressler gets him out at the plate. Dressler with the play of the year. Fields a ball in not shallow center and throws out the runner trying to tag from third. A fantastic play by Lucas Dressler. And again, you've heard me talking about this umpire. Yeah. You know what? This umpire is so good.
He did not say to you.
I don't think he even reached the plate.
He didn't.
I think he did a divot.
His knees like were right here.
Yep.
And he's like, your knees aren't on the plate, buddy. You can't.
From my view,
I know.
he looked good.
Oh, you thought he looked out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think he just didn't even reach the plate.
And then all the parents were like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
And he goes, out. And they're like,
But the reason the bats aren't even putting up a fight is because he didn't even slide all the way into the plate.
Well, all the players were confused.
He looked safe. He looked safe, but
and then the ump explained it.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody out. Everybody out.
Yes. So we were unpacking that one a little bit with my sports analysts, Grant Franzen and Ian Nelson, and we both believe that what happened there was the runner, it was such a poor slide that he didn't even make it to the plate. Hibbing probably blocking at some level, and regardless, nice job by Hibbing to field the one hopper and apply the tag. So Ames with, those can be momentum plays in all walks of sports. You never know. When you hand the other team a match and dare them to light the fire. So this will be Ethan Danielson, your batter. And Danielson hits a difficult ball to the second baseman. But again, this is what I love to see in infielders. That second baseman just did it to perfection. He had no concern for how fast the ball was coming. He had no concern for the speed of the base runner. He was only trying to time where that ball was going to bounce. And he got the timing, and he just stabbed it out of thin air, no problem. And unfortunately, Danielson out just like that. So this is Joseph Franzen. We call him Joseph John Jingleheimer Schmidt Franzen. And Franzen's going to chop one right back to the pitcher. And the pitcher, new pitcher here for the Bats, of pretty small stature, is cruising, absolutely cruising. So Elijah Deerdorf, your batter, top of the lineup here. Swing and a miss from Deerdorf, who has been swinging the second best bat on the team. He will end the season your batting average champion. Congratulations. Elijah really just started playing 3 years ago. He hits a slow roller to short. And Deerdorf, fast as a cheetah, is able to beat that one out despite some excellent shortstop play. I knew that shortstop was going to have to charge that one hard and maybe swoop down and collect it. He did just that, but Deerdorf still just too fast. Deerdorf will also likely, no, we're going to call it official. He'll end the year the stolen base champ despite missing, I think, 8 games on cue. Deerdorf goes down, and the throw is all the way to... The throw didn't even make it to center field. It was right center. Good job by the Bats coaches there, reminding Liam Schilling to try to keep the ball in front, as the speed of Deerdorf will for sure allow him to score. There's a ball outside. Dressler looks at a strike there. Dressler, one of 4 on the team with a on-base percent above 500. So this will bring up Colton Hibbing. Hibbing 0 for 3 today. Now would be a great time to collect a hit. Looks at a ball there. And Deerdorf again using his legs. And boy, you don't see this every day, folks, but another throwing error by the catcher for bats after he puts one throw down to second in the outfield and helps Deerdorf advance to third. Now throws down to third, trying to get Dressler out. Dressler, good base running. Dressler, great game today. Dressler, great pitching. The throw out from center of the runner trying to tag. And then now some good base running from Dressler there. So Colton Hibbing, if any silver lining there, the pressure is off. Trying to score those runs. Hibbing looks at strike 2. Again, he will finish the season with the fewest strikeouts on the team. Takes one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a ball high. So Hibbing, as is his custom, works the count full, leads the team in quality at bats. And he's going to hit one right at the shortstop, and he will be out. And Ames will go to the 7th, having scored 2. Trailing 7-5.
I have a feeling he might be wrong.
Okay, so here we go. This is for all the marbles. 7th inning. Ames down 7-5. St. Berger, your pitcher, has thrown the 3rd fewest pitches this year. So to the degree that you want your pitcher fresh, he will check that box. There is a ball in the dirt. Berger, one of 10 pitchers, actually has the 5th best ERA. Aiming a little too much there as that one's in the dirt. Berger pitches strikes at a clip of 50%. There's a strike right down the middle. We'll check the defense here for what might be the last time this year. Burrell on 3rd, Deerdorf on short, Danielson at 2nd, Bancroft at 1st, Franzen in left, Erdman in center, and I would assume, Dressler in center, I would assume Erdman in right. And there's a 5-pitch walk administered. I'd be curious to know if Erdman was complaining about his arm or if Coach Dahlberg's just wanting to pull him, to keep him for a later game today should we need to. I think that's the rule, that you can pitch in multiple games. You can pitch in multiple games as long as you don't pitch more than 3 innings in a single game. I would imagine that's what the strategy is here from Coach Dahlberg. Good strategy at that. There's a strike from Berger. So your Ames Storm, 9 wins, 22 losses this year. There was a fortuitous impromptu meeting as there's a strike there. There was a Gilbert football game. My 2 daughters, I have 2 kids at Gilbert and 3 at Ames. We were therefore at a Gilbert football game last fall, and Dahlberg plopped down by me and my wife and asked, what we thought, whether to go AA or go AAA. And the conversation there was kind of, hey, we don't need the strokes of, winning in easy divisions. It's probably a good thing for the boys to, see that there's greater competition out there. There's a pop fly. You saw this yesterday with the 13-year-olds playing in our division. They just wanted that extra competition so bad. And so Ames signed up for the competition this year, and competition they have gotten, so much so that they're on the doorstep of losing about 2/3 of their games this year. There's a slow roller, which Danielson will field. A throw over to first as the Bats batter gets the RBI, extends the Bats lead to 8-5. There's a ball outside. There's a ball in the dirt. Strike on the inside part of the plate. You know, to be honest, there's been tremendous development by these Storm coaches. Literally 10 of the 11 players on the team have pitched at one point or another this year. The only one, the coach's son, Landon Dahlberg, hasn't thrown at least 100 pitches from the mound this year. So the pitchers are there. Just 5 games in 2 days, and this is what it is. So the body language on Ames is terrible right now. Berger with great velocity, but missing the glove badly when he misses. Burrell hanging his head at third. Hibbing lollipopping it back to the pitcher. And the umpire, my favorite one we've seen all year, not giving out any early Christmas gifts. Still calling a good game. Good throwdown from Hibbing there to no avail. Top of 7, Ames trails 8-5, 1 out. Runner on first for the Bats. St. Berger making Hibbing work behind the plate. There's a beautiful pitch from Berger. This batter here, number 4, his name is Mason. He has just been a nemesis for the Storm. And Bancroft with the unassisted double play. Fields a line drive, steps on first, and you're seeing a couple of nice plays. What's up? So this is it, bottom of 7, Ames trails 8-5. Things could be interesting. They'll bring Graydon Bancroft to the plate. Still looking for his second home run on the year. And then Finn Burrell, last year's batting champ, and this year's RBI leader. He's been hitting the ball well. That'll be a lefty on lefty matchup. And then Dexter Erdman, who went 3 for 3 last night. He'll be your third batter, so Ames just needs 3 to tie. If they can tie, we would go to what's called California rules, meaning that each team gets to start with a runner on second to try to expedite things. So the throwdown from the Bats player finally, and we are ready for action. The entire city of Davenport is here for their game to follow. Should Ames pull off the minor miracle and win this game, they will play at noon. Ames looking for double-digit wins on the year. Graydon Bancroft at the plate here, bottom of 7. I've made this comment a lot, but 6 of Bancroft's 10 home runs last year came on his final at bat. And he won't even get a chance on that one. So here's something interesting as an ancillary note. That ball bounced on the ground and bounced up and hit Bancroft in the butt. In softball, I don't know what the rule is, but I've seen it multiple times that you are awarded a hit by pitch for. I really need to investigate that rule in softball, but I've seen it multiple times where the ball rolls up on the batter and they're awarded first base. So don't know what that's about. Bancroft is going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. He's going to rope one right down the third base line. He'll think about 2 and opt not to go. So that is exactly what the Storm needed. A single from Bancroft, fresh off his unassisted double play. This will bring up Finn Burrell. And Burrell, again, team leader in RBIs. He is going to crush one, but right in the direction of that fabulous Daniel Zehner. Absolutely nothing gets past Zehner in center field, not even a ball well hit by Finn Burrell. So Dexter Erdman, your batter now. Nice stop by the catcher there, Liam Schilling. Bottom of 7, Ames trails 8-5, 1 out. Bancroft on first, Erdman at the plate. That one thrown behind Erdman. Schilling will throw down to first. I think the Bats coach is exhorting Schilling to not chase Bancroft. Ball outside. Again, huge thanks to Coach Dahlberg and Coach Deerdorf. And Erdman is going to walk.
Daddy, I broke it. I can't be.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Nelson hit one as well as he's hit it all year yesterday. Caused the center fielder to have to turn around and run. Don't know if he would have the same luck with Zehner, but point being, Nelson is fresh and fully capable of doing some damage here. Nelson has been clutch over the years. Looks at a ball outside. Got 1 out, St. Berger on deck. Bancroft on second, Erdman on first. Ball high. You know, as a parent, as a fan of your team, you always think about the pressure our boys are under, but you forget about the pressure the other team is under. There's a beautiful pitch down the middle for a strike. I believe your count is 2 balls and 1 strike here. 5 different boys have hit a home run for the Storm this year. As Nelson looks at another strike. I bring that up to say that a few of them have hit puberty, and these bats are really nice. So, and pitching typically getting harder at this age allows for some more exit velocity. That ball just a little high and outside. Full count here to Nelson. Huge cheers from the Storm contingent coming. Full count, 1 out, bottom of 7, down 3. Nelson's gonna rip one in the grass. It's gonna die. Nelson charging, and Nelson is aboard, beating out a infield single, and the Storm will have bases loaded, 1 out. Here is St. Berger. Berger, number 2 on the team in home runs. Again, 5 boys have hit a home run this year. Burrell has 6. Berger has 2. The other 3 have just 1. So if anybody could put it over the fence, it'd be Berger. And the wind is blowing out, folks. And Berger is going to fly out to the pitcher. And so you can't script this any better. Last year's state tournament hero, Ethan Danielson, the one who in extra innings hit a walk-off double, is now your batter. Can Danielson do it again? He looks at a strike. Danielson looking for his first home run of the year. I will lose my mind if he hits a walk-off grand slam here. And instead he's going to dribble it to the pitcher. Pitcher has a tough time getting it out of the grass, but does eventually, and Ames will lose 8-5. Thank you so much for tuning in. Nice sportsmanship there from Coach Dahlberg to venture over and shake the Bats coach's hand. Storm loses their 4th game. They've lost their 4 losses this weekend were by 1, 2, 3, and 4 runs. It is on to high school sports for these boys. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to all these games, listening to me yap. Appreciate you greatly.